Alright. This video is not for anyone, it's mostly just for me. This is a figure, this is the only one. This is the, of course, if you can see by the title on it, the mock instructions just for the thing. If it's really only me watching this, then hey, how's it going? Future. First thing I'm going to put together is the stand. From there, it's going to be the whole cockpit area, and then the wings. Let's see. That's 3 pieces each. Then you're just gonna wanna connect that, doing it off the camera, and then just connect it like that. Stack the round plates in there. Well, technically you can. I'm gonna stack them. Put this in, pin, push it in all the way, and then just put that piece in there. That's going to come back to play just a little bit. Let it fly away, rotate away. So here's some pieces. You got 2x6 right there, holes in it, whatever. Plate right there. How about some pieces, some plates on there? How about sorry, I'm taking things apart as I'm doing it. I'm apologizing to myself. Look at that. Hold on, I gotta see how this is gonna fit together. Fit together just nicely. Alright. So it's gonna be 2 1x3s right there, cheese slopes, some plates like that, just like that. Very nice and tender. Some reverse slopes right there. Got some of those. 1x4, 1x4. How about adding 2x3 right there, and then 2 of the male ratcheted joints. 2x4 plate, cheese slope for the seat. Yes, there's a seat. This is a cockpit. 2x2 plate, male ratcheted joints, jumper plate, putting just a little bit of a joystick on there. 1x4 in that gray, dark gray, I mean. And 1x2 snot piece, and just make sure everything in here is connected. It's supposed to be. Joysticks are not supposed to flop off, but they are regardless. What's next? How about adding a little bit more thickness on the side? More snot. Just that plate on there, that bracket that droops down. Same goes on the other side. 1x2 cheese slope on top of it. 1x4 plate in light gray. Cheese slope with that. Fantastic printing. Amazing printing. Love it. Same on the other side, facing inwards. 1x2 light red plate right there. And on top, it's going to be 1x2 in light gray with a little bit of a lip on it, with a 1x cheese slope on it. 1x4 plate, and then these, you recognize the piece, no? It looks like that. Backed up, back to back, doubled up, whatever. And then a grill right there. How about adding a little bit of a windscreen up front? Just place it on like that. And then this nice one that I was able to get from, what was it? The Microfighter. Yeah, it was that one. I am trying to line it up. Pretty sure that's as good as I'm going to get it. And then just kind of have it on there like that. enough space up top like that. Down low, not much at all, or nothing at all in terms of gap. And then a 1x2 bracket that droops up with a, let's see, a cheese slope on there, 1x2 cheese slope, just to get that there. Down here is going to be two 1x1s in gray, dark gray, just placed like that. That's going to make sense just later. Now, it's all decently sturdy enough. Just so there's some color variety that you will never see unless you look at it. There's going to be two of these plates, or not plates, bricks. I'm losing my terminology here. Back to back. A little spring in the step right here. And then this piece right here, which is not half bad, it's pretty good. Jumper plate back here with what I wanted it to be was a Sith Wayfinder, inspired by Episode 9. But instead it's just a holocron. Wow, really losing myself here. Put some basic gray bricks. 2x2 right there. This one up here, this plate with the bar, and then just a little slope to finish it all off. But this is not an ETA-2 as yet. Darth Vader's ETA-2 get in there, but not quite as yet. How about a little bit more in terms of a lot more clicking? How about that? What I wanted to do back here was make it a little round. So a little round plate right here, 2x2, 2x2 plate right there. And then these 2x3 modified plates with a little hole before it gets to the thing. End. I could have just said end. Oh. Let's see, how is this gonna roll? That's how it's gonna go. I'm just gonna scoot this over to the side. You can still see it there. I'm just gonna grab these couple of plates. So you got this 2x2 cheese slope, 1x2x2. You can see what's going on here. And then this two 1x1s plates. These really nice sloped curves, what you want to call them, right there, and then a 1x2 on top. But more of these pieces that we already seen in gray, but now they're in red, because these blue ones, these red ones, you will not see those. This, I'm just going to go ahead and place. If I can get the camera just a little bit closer, I'm just going to go ahead and place that right there. Yes, nice. There we go. There we go. All right, you can see that. Just go ahead and flip it over. However, which way. This is going to be one of those, let's see, can I take it off? Yes, I can. It's going to be one of those 2x2 bricks, rounded ones. The little astromech droid head. The nice one with a little ridge down there as just a little bit of detail, and then a blue tile. I'm pretty sure the back of this thing is blue. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, and go ahead and change it to the right color. For the time being, for me, it's going to be blue, because the sets use blue, I use blue. Let's see. These quarter dome dish pieces, these are nice. I wanted to use these for the back of it. I've actually started the back of this design from here and kind of built forward. And then a 2x2 round plate right there. That's what the back of that thing looks like. Can I? Oh, yeah, I can lift it. Oh, hey, look at that. Hello. So now the back is done, or the front of the crib is done. The back of the crib is also done. All that's left is the meat, is the middle. And I got the brick separator down there, just out of the way, just in case if I need it. How do we do this thing first? Because it's actually probably going to be a little easier to do it now. Excuse me. Than it will in a little bit, which is actually not the most difficult thing in the world. If I can take it apart, is a little bit more difficult, it seems like. Right, I got these in chunks on the side, so please excuse me. This piece and this plate that you saw earlier, the 2x6 with the holes in there. This plate that you saw earlier, 2x6 or 2x2 round with the hole in there. Look at that, that's a hole. Two of those exact same ones in a dark gray, just to break up the color only the smallest bit. This is a car hood in a light gray, and then 2x2 in a dark gray. This is going upside down. This is a 1x3 axle with a little stopper in there. There we go. There we go. This is being fed through the hole in here, dropping on down. And what this does is, with all the pieces that you already put in here, it gets aligned on there perfectly. Perfect for you, not so much for me on my end. Fiddle, come on, come on. There we go. So yeah, you're just gonna wanna feed the axle through there. If I can go ahead and do that. As long as it gets through there, it's fine. It doesn't really matter how it is that it gets through there. You can feed it from the top and then put it on, or do it the way that I just did. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on the stand now to get this out of the way. There we go, now it's one thing. I'm just gonna put can I put the Vader on there? I never tested that. I'm just gonna put the Vader, so it's just one thing to worry about. You don't have to put it on the stand yet. You don't have to put the stand together at all. The stand is purely for me. So this is gonna be the meat of the side that I was talking about earlier. 2x4 plate, 2 of these 1x2 cheese slopes. These pieces you might be familiar with. I just used white because you're not supposed to see them. You can make them gray because you technically do see them. You don't see them with a figure in there though. These hinges, it's gonna look like that. I'm gonna line it like that and just let it droop down, slope down. Oh, everything's falling apart over here. Just kind of let it settle. Let it settle like that. Red translucent stud, because I have too many of these, so I'm just using them where it is that I can. 1x6 right there, with one of these handlebar pieces, 1x2s that we saw earlier, but in a light gray. This is going to be, I actually do not know the name of this, and I never bothered to look when it came out way back when. So it's gonna be what it is you want it to be called. 2x2 plate with a corner taken out of it. And then one of these just because I felt like using it. This you don't have to use as is. You can have the 2x2 with both studs on there. I just couldn't resist using this one at some point in the model. And then another different car hood piece put on here, and then a 1x2 on top of that. I believe this one was used in the Cars 2 set when they started doing them way back like 2011, 2010, 2012, I think this one was like Flow something. And then wedge plate right there. This, go ahead and mirror that. It's gonna look exactly the same. I'm stalling so that you have enough time to put two of these together. And yeah, the red you're not gonna see, but the white, you kind of are. I wanted to break up the color a little bit in here. Why did I add translucent red to the interior? Do not ask me, because I cannot give you a legitimate answer. All right, so the meat is gonna look like this. This is gonna sort of overlap on the wings a little bit. They're gonna come down. You're not gonna be able to see the hinges where they turn, and you're also not gonna be able to flip the wings up and down at all. This is purely meant to be static all the way around. And you got the cockpit in here, and if you can recognize the shape right now as I'm still continuing the model to build. One of my challenges for this model was to make the cockpit the piece that does lift. Sorry, the piece that does lift. I wanted that to open properly instead of the whole cockpit opening the entire canopy. It's just that piece. So these are clip pieces, 4 1x1s in red, because these do not exist in translucent. They will stay as red. Then of course a 1x2 brick, translucent red, 1x2 plate, translucent red. Once this piece itself exists in translucent red, by all means, go ahead and change that to translucent red. But for the time being, I do not have that because it does not exist, so I will keep this as is until it does. Just an off color to keep a reminder, keep the thing as a reminder. Up here, I did want these in gray, so they are going to stay in gray. Over here, it's going to be 2 1x2 plates with the 1 clip in between, in the middle there. 4 long bar going there, let's see. And then this Technic pin with the stud attachment on top. If I can actually get that on there. There we go. Something like that. And then this plate does not exist in translucent red, so I was not able to get that. This one does. It's a 1x2 tile, quarter round tile, 1x2 tile. This piece does not exist in red, and I will not expect it to come out in translucent. So right now, I think I got it from the Battle on Tatooine, something like that, 2021 Mandalorian set. And then cheese slope right there. Of course, this is going to connect to the clips, just like that. And I did want the connection to look a little bit more like this, so I did kind of use everything that I could. And then this is going to be angled down. You're just going to want to go ahead and, I'm going to go ahead and clip this on. I'm going to go ahead and clip it on like that. You can see my finger right there. Yes. Then this is going to fall down, slot into place a little bit. You can pull the sides down. They are supposed to fall into place. Now, the top of this is a little flat. If you want to go ahead and just modify that, you can. It is all pretty bulky, but this is what I could do. This is what I could do to fit a Darth Vader figure in there. The fact that the Darth Vader figure is a little taller than normal. And then this one I did have the little bushy cape on there, so you can kind of fold them in, put them in there, and then there are some slots back here, some crevices, that what you can do is just kind of make sure the figure is down, put the lightsaber in there, then it fits in. This one can do what the most recent 2020 version couldn't do, is fit a lightsaber inside of the cockpit. This is my second rendition of this model. The previous I don't have any sort of footage of, but it could also do the same thing. Wow! Alright, now it's back again. Alrighty, so this is the left wing of the ETA-2 if you're looking at it from head on. This is going to be 2x6, 4x4 with a notch cut out of it, plate with a clip right there. How about one of these wedge plates? These are going to be used a lot, both for this wing and then the other one reflected. Both of these wings are going to be mirrored, so you might as well just put the second one together right now. If you need to pause any of this, of course, by all means. Sorry, just had to grab something off the floor. Wow, these pieces fly everywhere, I swear. How's looking at this? So just a little bit of construction on this 2x6 black plate, excuse me. 1x2 silver grills right there, shiny, reflective. Ooh, another one of those plates right there. How about going back just a little bit? 1x4 plates in that dark gray color. Put that on there, put that on there, just like that. Could not be any better. How about we make it a little better? Flip this upside down. 2x3 plate right there. Flipped it upside down, flipped it back right side up again. 3x3 wedge plate. How about adding one of these pieces that came out in that TIE dagger set? Remember that one? Sith TIE Fighter? Yeah, that's just gonna sit right there. One of those really pointy ones sits right there. Good, good. Now we're going somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. How about adding 1x3 wedge plate? Or I guess technically it would be a 2x3. I'm counting the studs, sorry. I guess in this case it would be a 2x2 wedge plate because this is going to be the same one as that. I'm going to connect it to here with a grill tile just for now. It is going to be more secure, just not as yet. So right here, you can just go ahead and move this off to the side. This is going to be a little bit of a sub-assembly that we're making. Ooh, different pieces and different chunks going together. So that's what you're going to be putting together, which is going to look something like this. So this is going to be 1x10 with the female connection plates. I used light gray for all of this except for that one dark gray tile right there. But adding another 1x10 plate in light gray only because I had a lot of these. This is going to be that exact same wedge plate, but in black. We're using black. And one of these sloped pieces with a cutout in there, 45-degree cutout. And these are going to be offset a little bit. These are not going to be together like that. 1x2 plate, same wedge plate that we've been using. Let's go ahead and do that. Another one of those L-shaped plates right there. 2x4 right there. And we are going to go ahead and connect that like so, just like that, right there. And here we are going to use stud connection right in there. 1x1 red stud, translucent. This is going like that. What this was meant to represent is that the wing does sit on here flat, and this shape is also supposed to be reflected coming down. But I decided to do this inner part in black, and because this little bit also does come off of the wing is black, I just decided to make it all together. So when it does come down, you'll see how it looks, and I think it does look good. You don't have to make it that way, but I decided to do it that way. Just to save on the part count and make it a little bit easier, and it works in theory, and I think it works in practice. 1x4 plate tile, actually, right there. How about lengthening the size of the wing just a little bit. Just poquito. How about just keep it in the frame? So this is going to be the next part. You may or may not have seen it, blink and miss it. This is going to be a 2x8. We're upgrades, people. 2x8 plate right there. And let's see, 2 clips right there. Quarter round tile, not tile, you can see what it is. Gray stud right there. How about another plate right here? One of those connection pieces that we saw earlier, 1x2, 2x2. Let's see if I can remember. If I am a smart boy, then this goes here. Just some tan, breaking it up a little bit. It's not like you're going to see the tan at all. How about some different tiles? Plates, actually. This one here, and this same wedge plate in black that we saw earlier. Just go ahead and connect that right there on a 2x2. 6x3 wedge, not going that far back. How about only to there? And then I feel like this is correct. It looks like this is correct. This is correct. That goes right there. 1x4 wedge plate, just like this. Oh wow. This goes like that. This goes like that, right there. 1x4. Oh wow. Actually, missing a piece. Would you look at that? Sorry, I have a little collection over here, just right there. Wow, what was me? You guys were prepared, then you were prepared. Stud with a tile. Gray right there. Wow. 1x4 in black right there. I like to play with some of the colors, and this is what I did. Oops. Don't put that tile on there yet. Probably should have connected the rest of the wing. Put that there. How about a 2x3 just to make all your worries go away. Another wedge plate. That's actually the last one for this wing. And then tile right there. Now you got the color going as is. Some of these pieces that were used on the 2020 Anakin's interceptor right there. Same technique with the grills going right there. 6 long bar with the cone and the connection right there. And then, sorry about that. How rude! Alright, sorry, I had to deal with something. Alright, so this is what it looks like so far. You already seen this, you just looked at this. Everything, it looks nice, right? It does not look half bad. So, aquí, acá, just flipping it upside down. I'm just gonna want to put this little side wing cannon together. You got this little bracket piece on the 1x plate right there, drooping up. You got a stud in here. Can I take it off? Yes, I can. You connect it just like that. That looks nice. Let's make it look even nicer. See this kind of water bottle. It's been used as like the water bottle cap before. Go ahead and put it on there. Oh my god, that looks even nicer. How about just finishing it off? Lightsaber hilt right there. Boom. Connect that right there. But I am gonna add, before I pull it, keep on pulling it off, I'm gonna add that rounded tile right there, and how about just one up here? Now that's smooth, but these are not secure. Excuse me, once again. Excuse me. So 2x8 plate, 2 trans red, 1x2 plates. Orient them like this, and then, or position them like that on the plate, put them down like that. Now that's secure. This is not so much back here. So I am going to add this slope piece with studs on it, not anti-studs, studs, regular studs. They slope upwards. They slope on there like that. And then this goes right here. And this, just to break up the color a little bit more, goes like that. Now it's all done. But this is an ETA-2. It has little winglets on the side, so it's not done. This is moved off to the side for a little bit. And the ETA-2's winglets do not exist. The pieces that they use for the set traditionally do not exist in black, as far as I'm aware. The closest color to black is dark brown, which I have in an AT hauler set. But yeah, so first you're gonna want to do this 1x4 plate, clips right there, 2 1x1 clips in black over there on the side, and then this one here in the middle. And we are going to put 2 of these droopy stud pieces on there. Snot technique, a little bit like that. Bring our wing over here. Finish that like that. Now it's time for the wings. These are custom built wings, but they do fit the profile of the wings traditionally. I did try making them as flat as possible. 2 of these plates going like that, side by side each other. 2x2 plate like that, and then connect it all with a 2x2 tile. Just like that. Boom. This is a nice piece. This is got the same angles as these pieces here. I believe there were a couple of these on the Krennic's Imperial Shuttle. And then you're going to want to put this wedge plate on there with a little cutout there. And then finally, to finish it off, we're going to put a 45-degree angle on there with these 45-degree cutout, these pieces essentially in black. All this is done in black except for the gray piece on here. And this is connected up there as such, and boom, there we go. Then here, down here, 1 clip, 2 clip. And then they do open. And then they were designed to be as flat as possible. Down here it is a little bit more flush than it is up here. And you can see what I was talking about with the angle of the plate. How it creates this angle over here. This should be done in black on this side, but the black also is carried over down here, since the gray could not be, because most of this is mostly just darker gray, except for this little bit here, which I tried keeping a little bit lighter. Just break it up a little bit. No tan, ugly color, no multiple colors around, which I did have on the previous version of this model that I didn't make. And like I said, gonna want to duplicate it, mirror the build of it. It works like that, and then of course you have the same connections for the wings, which are going to be going on the male and female joints, connected just like that. Just like that, they snap in to place. Still got the little Darth Vader in there. And there we go. You have, sorry about the mess in the background, that's all just stuff that I have to work on. But, you know, it's an 802. It's not the 801, which I don't know if there is an 801, probably is, which would explain why. This is a 2, but for a twofer, this is not the worst. I'm not positioning the wings in any sort of way. I only am doing that to show off that it can have the wings open with the stand on there. Comes down pretty fun. The stand only really comes down as much as it needs to, and the cockpit does open. Vader still inside, holocron behind him. Got a little joystick because the set has a joystick. And then the cockpit just kind of slots into place there and just kind of comes down. Tried to replicate most of the printing of the actual cockpit piece that they do traditionally use on these sets, but just doing it with the gray pieces and trying to replicate that. Like I said, if this was in red, like this kind of opaque red, I would change that. If this was translucent, of course, change it. And if this is red, translucent red, also change that when they eventually do come out with it. This is incomplete for the time being, but this is as much as I could have done with the colors that do exist. So as long as I can remember, that's why, me personally, as long as I can remember, that's why these are looking the way that it is. This thing is complete and I am satisfied with it until this does come out.